society. Face of NWA versus the police department. Prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E. Order, order, order. Ice Cube, take the motherfucking stand. Do you want to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help your black ass. Goddamn right. Won't you tell everybody what the fuck you gotta say?
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. That's right. Fuck the popo. I'm just saying, y'all. So, got a few things to show y'all here today. So let's get it started, shall we? Go ahead and roll this beautiful thing footage. But before I do that here, hang on. Yeah.
Henley? Who's speaking? This is Sergeant Puckett, Arkansas Police Department. Yes. Okay. 2 men, because we flat out told them that's what we wanted to do is file charges on those 2. Mm-hmm. And that's where the conversation started going pretty sideways when you pulled out your CCP book and then do you know the penal code front to back? I don't know an officer that does. I don't know. No, but I mean, it became very adversarial at that point. So it did, and the fact that they were quoting Walmart policies is beyond me because what they're saying about passing the final point of sale is nowhere in the penal code anywhere. Absolutely is not. Yes, you're correct on that. That's more Tarrant County guidelines, which is who would prosecute any crimes in Arlington. They push out guidelines to us, but we kind of call it the state of Tarrant because they have their own guidelines. But yeah, that absolutely, you're right. That's not in the penal code. So, but it is in Walmart's policy, and that's what bothers me. That's why I got real adamant about it. I'm like, that's in Walmart's policy. That's a store policy. That is not a Texas penal code, which their store policy goes against their self anyways, considering 90% of Walmarts have merchandise for sale outside of the lawn and garden center. And you know what kind of valid arguments you're making right now, right? To be made in open court in front of a judge. We aren't the jury. I mean, yeah, we just developed a probable cause for arrest, not for guilt, right? Just for arrest. And once that's established, an arrest or citation is issued, and then y'all take your arguments in front of the court, and then judge or jury makes those decisions. But actually, I thought we were innocent until found guilty in a court of law.
Well, how about that? Directly from Sergeant Puckett of the Arlington Police Department. But yet we're still charged with crimes. I mean, there's not corruption in Arlington Police Department. Tell me, Arlington Police Department doesn't work hand in hand with Walmart, because I'll be willing to show you that they do. Don't believe me? Oh, please.
Rangers. Arlington is also
Video right here. Okay, y'all see that, right?
home to 3 Walmart stores across the city. But Arlington is no different than other cities that have tried to address a long-standing problem within the community. How to stop them out of the box. Working together with Walmart, a plan was created that could
By out of the box, what they mean is unconstitutional. Just so you know, I believe it was a New Mexico or Nevada Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional.
shoplifting, thefts, and just the time police officers spend at Walmart. But would it work?
I mean, it's something new. Hasn't been tried. Always be a little bit skeptical. You don't know if it's exactly going to work the way it's planned, because the plan never works out according to plan.
We were hesitant about, doing this program at first, because we thought that, it was just going to be another program that came in and, we would send it out the door because, our associates weren't going to be cooperative with it.
We were still a little bit like, is this going to work? We've tried different things before.
So what was different about this program from the others? Conventional methods before didn't work. This program worked to replace first-time shoplifters into a program focused on rehabilitation and improving long-term behavior. Instead of an endless stream of arrests like in years past, the department focused on direct.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think from the little intro video I played for you, I think we can call horse shit on that one. What do y'all think? Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. But I digress. Let's dig into this, shall we? So, what we're going to start with, I know I've already gone through all the police reports, all the recordings. So let's start with the first police report and see what we got. All right, let's see here. Blow this up a little bit. All right. Go down here. There we go. Right on. All right, so let's see here. All right, blah, 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 blah. Female was putting items into her bag, blah, blah, blah. Female described as Caucasian, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know about y'all, but whenever he grabbed a hold of her bag, would you say that she was holding it, or would you say that she was wearing it and he ripped the motherfucker off? Yeah. See, that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. To be secure in your persons, belongings, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. He's not a law enforcement officer. He has no authority, and I mean no authority, to detain against somebody's will, i.e., false arrest, kidnap, i.e., false imprison, or search anybody's belongings. He can ask them to wait for the law enforcement to show up, and he can attempt to block their way, but he cannot put hands on a female, regardless. So let's see the video, shall we? Do y'all agree with the officer's report here so far? Because I know that was a short clip and it happens kind of fast, but let's go through it, shall we? So, that, share screen, and right there. No, no music, no talking over this time, just me talking over it. Here comes my wife. Two grown-ass men. When there's a female right there hiding in the office. You see that? Do you see how he ripped that bag off of her? That is hers, by the way. That is her belongings. That is her purse that he ripped off of her. It's not a stolen bag. He's assuming that there are stolen items inside of that bag, but he did not ask for a receipt. He did not have the authority to remove her property from her. He has no authority to put his hands on her, nor does he have any authority to sit there and do what he's doing right now. Like, it's sickening. Sorry. So, with a female right here, why are there two men over there ganging up on a woman? Are you two that big of pussies? I know you are, but I'm speaking for the rest of the group here. Wow. Pussy much? Okay. All these people, nobody does anything. This old fella here wanted to, I can tell, but he couldn't do it with his health. This is kidnapping. You see how he's pulling her here. That is pulling her against her will to a place she does not want to go. Let's look at it here. Kidnapping. Section 20.03 of the Texas Penal Code defines kidnapping as a person commits an offense if he intentionally or knowingly abducts another person. Yeah, I'd say that's an abduction. She does not want to go. And then slings her into the fucking concrete wall with her two rods in her back. And then drags her. I don't know if you can see this right here. She is literally on the floor. Watch him sling her into the office, or into the wall here. Bam. and then drags her in. You see that? Do you see that? Do you see the fucking inhumane? That's me right there, by the way. The inhumane, cowardice pieces of shit that Walmart is. That right there, a man should have never had his hands on a woman. Never. Now let's go back to the police report, shall we? Where's it? Here. She sat down on the ground and he pulled the bag. No, he didn't pull the bag with her hanging onto it. He drug her into the fucking office. He didn't detain her. He falsely imprisoned against her will. Yeah, no. Short time later. Yeah, very short time. Yes, I did. I rushed that motherfucker and I pushed him. Sure did. Pushing and shoving them out of the way. You goddamn right. I wasn't attempting to free anybody. She was free as it was. I was attempting to keep them from harming her any further. That's called self-defense of a third party. Do. All right. Did y'all see anything? Wassam, Andrew Wassam, the loss prevention officer for Walmart, the one that was, the one that slung my wife into the wall, the one that drug her across the floor, the one that ripped the bag away from her that she was wearing, her personal property. That's Andrew Wassam. Now listen to this. While speaking with Wassam, he would rub his left forearm and advise that it hurt when he was shoved by the suspect. I did not see any visible injury. However, he did state that he felt pain and wishes to prosecute. He described the male suspect with blah, 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 blah. Appreciate the 140 pounds, but it's more like 200, bro. Black shirt and shorts. Let's go back to the video here. Blue, I guess you could say black, but definitely not shorts. No, definitely not shorts. Let's watch that again, shall we? And 3, 2, 1, here I come. So Wassam's inside the office already, just so you know. You know, the one that said I hurt his left forearm. This is Randy Williams. Where did I shove Andrew Wassam at? Because what I seen, watch it again. He shoves me. He shoves me. He's hitting me. He's punching me. But that's not what this says. When he was shoved by the suspect. I am showing you all this, right? I'm not just talking to myself. I probably am just talking to myself, ain't I? Fuck yeah. Oh, damn it. I hate that I don't have two screens. I can't see what the fuck's happening. All right. Let's go back to this fucking video again. All right, here we go. Y'all see the video. There's my wife and the two fucking gorillas I'm not gonna call them gorillas. I ain't gonna give them that much fucking credit. The two punk bitches, men who attacked her. Roll on. That is a female asset protection employee. Why are two males attacking my wife? Riddle me that, Walmart. Why is a man going hands-on property that does not belong to Walmart and injuring my wife? Because that wasn't no little bitch pull. Because every strap on that bag, including the top hoop, and that's a designer leather bag, was busted off. See the strap? Yeah. Now riddle me this. Again, two men berating my wife while this fucking bitch back here is fucking playing on her phone. Hope that fucking game of Candy Crush was worth your career, your job, and theirs. Fucking lazy bitch. Now I'm gonna point this out right now. I want you to see. You can tell she's fighting back. He is fucking leaning away from her, pulling her with him, taking her where she does not want to go, which is also known as what? An abduction. Here's the Texas Penal Code for kidnapping. Texas Penal Code section 20.03 is kidnapping. A person commits an offense if he intentionally or knowingly and intentionally doing this, abducts another person. Read the caption here. And slingshot into the concrete back first. See my wife's, that's the back of her head, this is her back. This concrete wall right here, I'm not sure if y'all can see what I'm pointing at with the mouse. Watch him whip her into that. Now, I want you to keep in mind, she has two rods in her back already. Okay? Do you see it? Did you see it? It's quick and it's hard to see. And bow. This, I'm going to tell y'all right now, this video does not do this any justice at all whatsoever. This, yeah, just, here we go. I'm pause right there. Just, here's me, right here, okay? So let's go look at this police report. Shall we? I think so. Now, what we've seen already, let's look at this here. See, they continued to monitor the female until she passed all points of sale and stopped her in the vestibule, just prior to the main exit doors. So y'all heard on the intro, Sergeant Puckett state that the final point of sale was nowhere in the Texas Penal Code, right? And it was a Tarrant County guideline and a Walmart policy, correct? Okay, just want to make sure y'all got that. All points of sale just prior to the main exit doors. So she's still in the store technically. if she had taken anything. The suspect was not being cooperative and refused to go to the loss prevention office. Right, because I don't have to assist you in your investigation. This would go on for approximately 1 to 2 minutes until Wasson grabbed the backpack with the stolen items and attempted to take it into the office. No, he tried to remove her personal property from her body and accuse her of stealing items. Didn't have any stolen items in it. However, the suspect held onto the backpack. No, wrong, incorrect. She was wearing the backpack. Like, I don't know how y'all keep not understanding that. And was pulled towards the office until she sat down on the ground. But you see, you don't mention anywhere in there of Wasson slinging her into a concrete wall, or the fact that she already has 2 rods in her bag, and there was a female there. He's a man. My wife's a female. There's a female loss prevention officer right there that plays on her phone the entire time. Fucking crazy to me, but hey. He pulled the bag with her hanging onto it into the office. No, he drug her into the office against her will and detained her, falsely imprisoned or kidnapped. While loss prevention officers were dealing with her, the suspect was on the phone, blah, 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 blah. While she was in the office, she began, no. All right, so right here, he admits the items she had, he didn't know that she had. What he accused her of was stealing khaki pants. Very important to remember that, by the way. Very important to remember that statement. Here, keep sliding. A short time later, a male suspect rushed both of them, both him and another employee, pushing and shoving it out of the way. The male suspect was attempting to free the female suspect, from false imprisonment, and appeared to be her boyfriend/husband. Yes, I'm her husband. We told you that I don't know how many times, Castillo. He then began pushing the male suspect back in an attempt to keep him out of the office, but he managed to push his way through. He held both suspects in the office for a short time until the suspect pushed his way through them to get to the door. Yes, I did. Once the suspect pushed past them, he let them both suspects go let both suspects go as it was no longer safe to detain them. While speaking with Wasson, he would rub his left forearm and advised it was hurt when he was shoved by the suspect. I did not see any visible injury. However, he did state he felt pain and wishes to prosecute. He described the male as Caucasian with green hair, approximately 5'6", 140 pounds. Thanks, buddy. Black shirt and shorts. Let's go back to the video, shall we? Now remember, this is me right here. This is Randy Williams. Andrew Wasson is one that was attacking my wife. And this is the female asset protection officer. I shoved Randy Williams in the ribs. I never once shoved Wasson. Not once. He, however, did strike me with a punch, shove me, strike me multiple times. This little African-American male here that came out of nowhere struck me multiple times. And yeah, here we go. Watch him closely, okay? Here I come. Bam, pushed. Nowhere in there did I hurt anybody. Nowhere. False imprisonment. False imprisonment right there. They held us against our will in a closed room with locked door. I want to point something out right here. Y'all see this little woman here? Oh, she knows they fucked up, and she is telling every single one of them that's right here that they fucked up. Watch her body language. It screams it. She is panic. Look at that panic. Pure panic. Pure fucking panic. Watch this. I bust through the door. Three, two, one. There we go. Oh, she was not happy. I don't know who she was, but I need to find that out. Oh, she's not happy. I would love to know why she is not happy, though. So let's go on with this report here. I then spoke with loss prevention employee Randy Williams, who advised me that he felt pain. He felt pain when the male suspect shoved him. He stated the suspect shoved his forearm into his neck and shoved him against the door. Let's go back to the video, shall we? And where did I shove him into the door? Where did I shove my elbow into his neck? This is where he is shoving his elbow into my neck. Let's look at that report one more time, though. He stated that the suspect shoved his forearm into his neck and shoved him against the door. He advised that he also felt pain on his upper left forearm. However, there were no visible injuries. Williams also advised that he wishes to prosecute. Did you even watch the video, Castillo? Did any of the officers even watch the video? I can answer that question for you, but I'm not going to. Now, Watson printed out a receipt for the stolen items, and it came out to be $41.84. Wrong, but I digress. Let's look at the charges that were put against me, shall we? Assault causes bodily injury. Who wrote that up? I bet that was Castillo. Oh, yep, sure was. And hey, look there, Puckett signed off on it for both theft and assault. But Sergeant Puckett, didn't you tell me that past all points of sale is not Texas Penal Code? That's actually a Tarrant County guideline. Puckett. Boy, Puckett. Lieutenant Thompson. I think you're a lieutenant, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But you allowed them to charge me with 2 accounts of assault with bodily injury, and you signed off on it? I fucking tell you what, man. And the only thing that was checked in for evidence, I want y'all to see this. Right here. Evidence only. 1. Video footage. CD/DVD. It was checked in on the 14th. The day that it happened. At 1939 by Castillo. Go. Right there. 4 items. And they're claiming that was over $40-something. No, it wasn't, but okay. Right here. Assault causes bodily injury. Andrew Wasson. Well, you're a sorry piece of shit, by the way. Assault causes bodily injury. Randy Williams, right there. There ain't no information on him, though. Why not Randy Williams? And Andrew Wasson. And Walmart can't be a victim. They're a corporation. Right there. 2 counts. Assault causes bodily injury. Fucking sickening. Where in that video did y'all see that I injured a single motherfucker? I would love to know. Anybody? Anybody see anything at all where I could have injured them? But I digress. Who's watching? But shit. Oh, if you're watching, drop a comment so I know who's watching. Y'all want to see a different angle of this? Give me just a second here. Well, let's look at Walmart Asset Protection's protocols, shall we? Just so y'all know, this is Walmart. Walmart Stores Incorporated. Okay. Take personal responsibility. Do not violate this policy, even if directed to do so. If you observe or become aware of the policy being violated, immediately notify Market Asset Protection, Regional Asset Protection for your facility. If you are aware or become aware of a detention or attempted detention, which results in physical contact between a customer and an associate beyond physical redirection, as defined under authorized methods of detention of this policy, you are required immediately report the incident to Market Asset Protection, Regional Asset Protection for your facility. Let's go look at what quote unquote authorized methods of detention, shall we? See if I can find that here. I can't really see. Detention. When detention is authorized. If an unauthorized associate investigating an unlawful taking determines the suspect has stolen merchandise from the facility, the authorized associates may detain the suspect in reasonable manner for a reasonable period of time, using only those methods of detention authorized in this policy under authorized detention methods. Let's go to authorized methods of detention. Request. Authorized associates may ask suspect to follow them to a detention area. No physical contact. Verbal command. An authorized associate may instruct a suspect to follow them to a detention area. No physical contact. Physical redirection. Initially, authorized associates should motion in a non-aggressive manner in the direction they would like the suspect to proceed. If that is, shit. Am I sharing this? I don't think I am. Oh, I sure the fuck ain't. Sorry. Share this with you here. All right. What the hell's my phone going off about? Anyways, back to where I was. Authorized method of detention. Y'all heard me read all those. So, physical redirection, non-aggressive manner, direct where they want the suspect to proceed. If that is unsuccessful, authorized associate may utilize respectful, light physical contact in directing the suspect toward the AP office or other location. An open hand on the shoulder or arm of the suspect is acceptable. Every attempt to verbally diffuse the encounter should be made before escalating to the next level. Put people first. Protecting the physical well-being of suspects, customers, Walmart associates is your first priority, not them. So, the use of any object or equipment to limit the control or movement of a suspect or to block the suspect from leaving the facility is not allowed. Walmart, you're fucking slacking on your training, bro. If at any point a detained suspect or any other involved person becomes violent, terminate your attempt to detain the suspect, disengage from the situation, withdraw to a safe position, and contact law enforcement. You're slipping. Associates may only defend themselves or others to the extent necessary to disengage the suspect, withdraw from the situation, and contact law enforcement. You're slipping, bro. If suspect is believed to possess a weapon, Suspect must not be detained. If during detention it becomes apparent the suspect has a weapon or brandishes or threatens to use a weapon, all associates must disengage from the situation and withdraw to a safe position to contact law enforcement. I didn't have a weapon, nor did I brandish one. Suspects may only be possessed in a processed in a private location inside the facility. An associate with the same gender as the detained suspect must remain with the suspect at all times. Always honor a suspect's request for medical attention, nope, and other reasonable requests such as whatever it is. Never search suspects' belongings such as purses, bags, and other containers. Walmart. Never pat down, frisk, or search a suspect. Suspects who voluntarily disrobe or attempt to disrobe must be instructed to immediately clothe themselves. Only law enforcement personnel may search suspect's person. Never push, kick, or strike a suspect unless it is done in self-defense and only to the extent necessary to disengage the suspect and withdraw from the situation. Never use a chokehold or apply pressure to a suspect's head or neck. Never place a suspect in a prone position unless you are able to safely disengage from the encounter and need to do so to prevent the suspect from committing a violent act. Always never attempt to physically recapture a suspect who breaks free from a physical restraint. Pursuit and withdrawal. Pursuing a fleeing suspect. An authorized associate may pursue fleeing suspect approximately 10 feet beyond the point they are located when the suspect begins to run. 10 feet. A vehicle description, license plate number, blah, 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 blah. Right there. How many of the motherfuckers followed us outside? Like, never threaten physical harm or direct profanity at a suspect. You did that. Never attempt to remove suspect from vehicle or attempt to block vehicle that is exiting. Yep, did that one. Well, y'all just fucked all yours up, didn't you? Yeah, but the funny thing is, y'all don't list these managers anywhere. But boy, am I handy! I know how to do some things. I know how to do some things, and I did some things. So give me just one second here, and I'll show you what I did. It opens. See what I did. I went looking for market and regional uh, asset protection managers, and I reached out to them because they never reached out to me at all. But let's see if I did anything good, shall we? Walmart, just Chad Robin. Does Chad Robin sound familiar about anything? Let's see. Chad Robin, you know, old Chad here. Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. See, Chad, I messaged you, Chad. Let's see. What does he do here? Oh, there it is. Market Asset Protection Manager. August 2013 to present day. Strange. And let's see what he replied with whenever I messaged him recently. One time. There we go. Nothing. Crickets, Chad. Crickets. Well, I tell you what, Chad. I don't know who your boss is, but I'm sure they are fucking proud of you. But let's look at what this person here is. Molly Shortall. Molly is. Oh, would you look at that? City of Arlington. City Attorney. Assistant City Attorney. She's been in Arlington for a while. Very good on you, Molly. Are you part of the corruption problem? Because you don't respond to email or messages either. See who else is, here from Arlington. Oh, who's this here? Organizational Development Specialist at City of Arlington. So I every time I catch them on my page here on LinkedIn, I let them know. This is another Market Asset Protection Manager at Walmart, Derek Pretty. I messaged him and not a word back. I'm telling you right now, there are some things. This person here, I don't remember their name at the moment, but I have a screenshot of who they are before I sent this message. Because I asked them, why are so many employees from the city of Arlington looking into my page? Is there something I should be worried about? And immediately blocked me. Would you like to see who this individual was? I would. Let's see. But first, we're going to go look at the rest of the individuals from Arlington. Let's see here. When first person viewed my profile 2 days ago. I think this was that person. City of Arlington. I'm not sure who this individual is. but I'm sure he's employed by the city of Arlington. I'd almost put money on it. Let's see. So, city of Arlington, city of Arlington, city of Arlington. This guy here, Charlie Anderson. Charlie Anderson. You want to know something funny? It's going to be real funny. You ready? You ready? City of Arlington, deputy city manager. God damn. I've done something to piss in their Cheerios. Is it the fact that I'm exposing your corruption, city of Arlington? Just curious. Huh. Just curious is all. Would like to ask some questions, get some answers to some things. Because there's a whole lot more than just them is all I'm going to say. And yeah. Now, I'm not going to play my court recordings yet, but I do have them. But before we go any further, you know who I gotta introduce to you? I gotta introduce Detective Jeff Holloway, the fucking ace in the hole for him. Hell yeah, bud. This guy here, let me tell you, been in law enforcement for 21 years. Don't know how to write his own report. Only victim was Andrew Walsom. But according to Officer Castillo's report, you had Andrew Walsom, you had Randy Williams, and you also had Walmart. Now, why is there only one when there was three? Strange how that fucking works, huh? Anyways, I was assigned to the West Geographic Investigation Unit. He must fucking hate his job. I watched the surveillance video that was brought to my desk by Officer Castillo after he took the report. Walmart loss prevention officers Walsom and Williams detained female suspect or female shoplifter, later identified as my wife. Blah 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 blah. Walsom grabbed the bag, blank holding on to. She wasn't holding on to it. Y'all are fucking idiots. She was wearing it. I'm just fucking saying she was wearing it. For the last time. She was fucking wearing it. Anyways, where we going? Oh, I forgot. Who's in here? I wonder who's watching me. Who's watching? Because I know somebody was in here. I seen it. Oh, they ain't in here no more. They must have run away. Anyways, back to file. This is the important part of this one. All right. A minute later, white male suspect, later identified as Cody Stanley, arrived at the loss prevention office and used his body to forcefully get into the office. Stanley pushed past both Walsom and Williams to gain access. Loss prevention learned that Stanley was my wife's, he says boyfriend, but I'm her husband, you dumb fuck. After a minute, Stanley was angry and wanted to leave. Since officers were not on scene at the moment, Walsom and William let Stanley know it didn't let me anything. See, Walsom told Officer Castillo his arm was hurt after Stanley pushed his way into the room. Now, y'all remember, Wassum was the one that was assaulting my wife. The only one that I actually pushed was Randy Williams. And then I was pushed, punched, elbowed, so on and so forth by Wassum, until I got in. Officer Castillo did not locate any visible bodily injury. I did not observe Stanley extend his arms and assault the loss prevention officers. I just noticed he forcefully made his way into the office by using his body weight and go through the loss prevention officers. So he just said right there in his own motherfucking report, it was an assault. Like, how fucking retarded is this detective? And he's been doing this job for 21 years. How many fucking people has he got locked up by doing this shit? How many fuckers did he get convicted of murder by doing shit like this? See, this is where it's not, you can't allow a little bit of corruption. No. I contacted Wassum by phone and asked if he was hurt or offended by the contact. Well, of course he was offended. He's a little bitch. Wassum stated he was not injured, falsifying report, and giving false report. He was mad. So we're the feelings police now, not facts. Gotcha. Wassum agreed a citation should be issued. Wassum, what? Why is he making a decision about anything that has to do with your job? I'm just asking. Did you ask the real victims what they felt? You didn't, did you? Wassum agreed the citation should be issued to Stanley due to the fact that Wassum suffered no bodily injury. So Castillo and Wassum both gave a false report and entered a false report. Huh. I spoke with Officer Castillo because he contacted Stanley and blank, South Station, blah, blah, blah. When I researched them, showed that they lived at blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no. No. Anyways, Stanley will be mailed a citation number blank, blah, 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 for assault, provocative touch, or provocative and physical contact. The citation will be mailed. God damn, that was a whole day long investigation you did there. Great job there, Super Cop. You're a super trooper, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I can tell by that fucking gay ass mustache you wear that you like cock in the face. On the 7th, he had somebody else from the Criminal Investigation Division, office assistant, mail my citation. The case was cleared by arrest. How is that arrest? Holloway. How is that arrest, homie? Can you answer that? You mailed a citation to me. That's not an arrest. So, we have Wassum entered or gave a false report. We have Randy Williams, who gave a false report. We have Officer Jordan Castillo, who entered a knowingly false report, and he did so willfully. And then we have here something else I need to point out right quick. Let's go back to this evidence we have here. So y'all remember seeing the evidence chain of custody earlier, right? Where Castillo turned in the evidence. Right here. One item. It was intake by the chain of custody for evidence lockup. It was brought in by Castillo to the lockup. Now, Jeff Holloway stated that he watched the video that day. Well, that's 7:39 at night. It was a Friday evening. I guarantee you Jeff Holloway wasn't at work past 5 o'clock that day. He probably wasn't there past noon. But I'd love to see his time card to see for fact if it was or not. But I digress. At 11:04, or on November 4th, it was checked out at 9:02 a.m. On the 4th, the same day, it was checked back into evidence at 9:16. That's 14 fucking minutes. You're telling me you reviewed this footage in 14 minutes and had all the answers you needed, but yet you answered everything on the 3rd, the day before. So who checked it out? Would love to know. Would love to know. Because it's a female's name, whoever that is. Boy, Puckett, your name's all over these fucking reports, aren't it? You're approving them left and right, ain't you, Puckett? Sergeant Puckett. He should have grabbed a bucket and fucked it. Because that's what he just did with his career. He fucked it. Because I have evidence on you where you investigated this, right? He did his job. That's what you told me. He was very sympathetic or empathetic. That's what you stated. If this doesn't disgust you, and make you fucking sick to your stomach by comparing it to those fucking reports, I mean, the actions alone should disgust you. Then you're part of what's wrong with this fucking country. You're part of the goddamn fucking bullshit ass corruption and these bitch made motherfuckers getting away with shit like this. Well, not this motherfucker. I ain't gonna sit by and take it. Because I'm gonna make as much noise and I'm gonna make as big a fucking ruckus as I can. Because I'm gonna fucking do everything I can to make sure they go down for the crimes that they committed, along with the cops and the judges. Oh, there's 2 judges that I ain't even touched yet. Not to mention the prosecuting attorney. Both prosecuting attorneys. Which one of them, by the way, don't even know the correct time of the incident. But is prosecuting the crime that he evidently looked into. Tell you, that woman knows they fucked up. I got to find out who that is. I need to get to Arlington, Texas soon. Y'all, stand by for just a second. Stand by for just a second. Well, I guess that's enough for now. I just truly hope that these individuals, these officers, these judges, these attorneys are where they want to be at when Jesus comes back. I'm not Jesus, but I'm just as pissed off.
Right about now, NWA boys in full effect. That's Gray residing. In the case of NWA versus the police department, prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E. Order. Ice Cube, take the motherfucking stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help your black ass?
Goddamn right.
Won't you tell everybody what the fuck you gotta say?
Fuck you, Arlington PD.
Coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit cause
And
I
I'm
ain't
out.
the one for a punk motherfucker with a bad